What's going on, guys? Today we are doing the spark plugs on the 4.0 AMC Inline 6 in the TJ Wrangler / XJ Cherokee / I don't know what else use this motor. As always, to do this job you will need the following: 6 spark plugs. We have an Inline 6, 1 per cylinder. I went ahead with Autolite Iridium XP, link in the description, recommended by the forum, the TJ Wrangler forum, so why not? A spark plug gap gauge. This is just going the extra mile, although I wouldn't call it a requirement, but why not? Let's do it correctly. A socket with a 5/8 spark plug adapter. I'll put a link in the description as well here. This is so you can add, remove and put in the spark plugs from the engine. And a 13mm wrench or socket over there. That's to remove the distributor, which all your spark plugs are hidden underneath. You might want to hit these bolts with PB Blaster, as will be all of our jobs with TJ. Almost forgot. Also, I got a copper-based anti-seize lubricant. This was also recommended by the forum. This is just so in the future your spark plugs don't get seized into your motor. Hopefully we don't experience that today. You literally will open them up, and what you're spacing is the point between the, I'm gonna call it electrode, and this cap up top. You get your spacer. This is like $2 in AutoZone. Don't cheap out. Just go and get one close by, Walmart, wherever you can. Space that right there, and then you slide it, and it's slowly stretching it out until you get to the size you need. So, according to our trusty forum guru Jerry Bransford, this dude knows everything. Yeah, we should be going 0.035, and I believe these are basically pre-spaced because like I'm right at it, and that's just where the tension begins. That's a good sign. These were recommended by the forum as well, so they seem to be pre-spaced. We'll leave it at that. Let's just check them all, do our due diligence. Okay, so what we're gonna remove are 4 bolts. There's one there, there's one here, there's one there, and then there's one here. I already hit them with PB Blaster. They are 13mm, aka 1/2 drive, and I got 2 loose already. I'm gonna make my way along. Yo, so I definitely struggled with these, so I'm gonna make sure I fucking abuse them with PB Blaster and let them sit there for a little bit. I'm gonna put them back in. That was rough. I might use the anti-seize that I got for the spark plug on them as well. Once you have the 4 bolts out, there's one plug here at the end. You should unplug, and then you could just slide this thing out. Nice and neat. All right. Honestly, guys, I'm having a little bit of trouble pulling that thing out, the plug, and I'm scared to break it. So I'm gonna give an attempt. I have the extender here, which gives me more than enough room. I'm gonna attempt it as is, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 spark plugs, all visible from here. So let's give it a try as is. Yeah, whew. Good thing we're changing these. These are toast. Cool. Let's go look up the torque value, and I have the torque wrench, and we'll get ready to put the new ones in. All right, so as you can see, these are the befores, and here is the after. Wow, it is certainly time for this job, so I'm glad I'm doing it. Got a road trip planned, so we want to get this car as healthy as possible. It's a thankless job. You won't get any horsepower gains per se. Some people might You might say reaction time on the throttle, but who knows. But what we're gonna do now, I have the torque value. It's 27 foot-pounds, but before that, we're just gonna hand tight each thread of the spark plugs, this part, with the anti-seize lubricant, and then hand tighten it with the bracket. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, so you should put the skinny side inside here. And once it's like this, we can go ahead and lube it up and put them in. Let's start from the front on the way, make our way back. This might get a little dirty, but just a graceful little brush around those threads. I already spaced these out before they did the job to 35. And let's get to it. Nice and gently, slowly. Try not to touch anything along the way. There's a lot of oil in there. Not the end of the world if you do. Didn't fit there. As I mentioned, just hand tighten until you get some tension. But don't torque it down yet. Just putting them in place. Now we have the torque wrench out. We're going to set it to 27 foot-pounds. Almost. There we go. Simple as that. Woohoo! I'm going to look up the specs for the fuel rail. Let's clip that back in. Nice. And slide this bad boy back in. Getting some pushback here. I don't know if it's like that or not. 4 foot-pounds. That sounds super low. Wow. Let's go by it and see how we feel. So, yeah, that's good. Voila. Let's go start the car and see how she reacts. Hopefully there's no check engine light. As I said, it's a thankless job. There's no check engine light. Engine's running fine. Make sure you put everything back where it was, as is. Looking good, feeling good. Tight down. That's all there is to it.